Welcome back, aspiring developers. In today's video, we are diving into TypeScript classes. Classes are fundamental concept in object-oriented programming and are widely used in TypeScript to provide a way to create reusable templates for creating objects similar to JavaScript classes. So let's dive into the syntax and usage of classes in TypeScript. To declare a class in TypeScript, we have to use class keyword followed by the class name. Here in this case, we will have the class name, which is person. Okay, inside this class we can define properties, methods, and constructor. We will go through it individually, so you don't need to worry. So let us start with properties. Here we will have a property called name, which will have a type of a string. So this is how you declare a property. Let's have another property called age, which will have a type of a number. Okay, and now as you will see here that we have got the red line. These are errors, which says that property name has no initializer and is not definitely assigned to the constructor, which means when we declare a property in a class, we need to have a constructor. So let's build a constructor. Constructors are special methods called when we create an instance of this class. They allow us to initialize class properties and perform any necessary setup. So let's look at how we declare a constructor. Constructor, in this we will have a parameter called name, which will have a type of a string, and then we will have another parameter called age, which will have a type of a number. Inside this we will have this dot name equal to name, and as you will see the error on the name here went away, and then we will have this dot age equals age. Okay, and the error on the age also went away. What we basically did here is we created a constructor which have two parameters, name and age, that has a type of a string and number respectively, and this assigns to the name and age property. Okay, so now let's look at class methods. Class methods are functions defined within a class. They can perform operations and interact with the class properties. So let us define our class method, that is function. We can do it like this. Let's say greet, which is a function and which will console.log. Let's use backtick signs here. We will say hello to our person name, for which we will use $, and this dot name, whatever the name is of that person, and we will say your age is, we will say that this dot age. So what are we basically saying here is that hello, this dot name, whatever the name will be of that person, your age is whatever the age is. Okay, this greet method simply logs a greeting message with the name and the age property. So now let us use this person class. To use the class, we will have to declare a variable, and we all know how to declare a variable, don't we? So let's use it. Let's say const person. This is going to create a new person object which will have John as its first argument. So now as you will see that we have got the red line, which will say that it has expected to have two arguments, but it only got one because we declared two properties called name and age, but here it got only one argument, which is John. So where is the age? So let's declare it. Let's say 25. So what we basically did here is we created an instance of a person class passing the name John and age 25 to the constructor. Okay, and now we want output also, don't we? So let's say person dot greet, and now let's save this file. And now in this, as you will see here, that I have this folder in which we have index.js file. So let's open up our terminal, and in terminal let's go to our dist folder, which will have our JavaScript file, and let's run the command tsc and then node index. And now as you will see here, it console logged that hello John, your age is 25. Okay, so now let's create another person object. Let's say const person 2, which is going to be a new person and which have a name of Miles, and the second argument will be age. Let's say here it's 28. So now let's just call our person 2 also, right? Person 2 dot greet. Okay, and let's save this. Again, in our terminal, let's run the command tsc and then node index, and you will see that both messages are logged in. Like, hello John, your age is 25, and hello Miles, your age is 28. So what is basically happening here? We are calling a greet method on the person and person2 instance, which logs us the greeting message. That is this. Okay? So, congratulations! Now you have gained a basic understanding of TypeScript classes. Classes are powerful tools in organizing and structuring code, and TypeScript brings additional benefit with static typing. I encourage you to practice and explore more complex scenarios with classes in TypeScript. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye and happy coding!